Imagine wandering a quiet forest path and discovering a stone house whose walls look sculpted by the very hillside they rest on. Here's the secret. Leave intentional irregularities in your masonry so moss and lichen take hold early, gifting you decades of character in a single season. Welcome to your dream house, where today we share how embracing raw stone blurs the boundary between design and wilderness, creating a dwelling that feels discovered, not constructed. Let's start with color palettes that harmonize with a stony exterior. Earth tone neutrals, sage, driftwood gray, and muted terracotta anchor interior spaces without competing with the rugged facade. Accents in deep forest green or riverbed blue echo surrounding foliage and water, unifying inside and out. For a trending twist, introduce muted gold hardware that catches sunlight like mica flecks, ensuring a balanced yet sophisticated warm glow that travels from dawn to dusk. Seasonal flexibility matters when your walls stay cool to the touch year-round. In cooler months, introduce cozy textiles. Wool throws in oatmeal hues, chunky knit rugs, and linen curtains with thermal lining that trap precious warmth. During warmer seasons, swap in cotton slipcovers and lightweight jute rugs that breathe. Keeping interchangeable sets neatly stored in vacuum seal bags ensures swift transitions without clutter, letting your stone house offer comfort and style regardless of the thermometer outside. Stone naturally absorbs and radiates temperature, so furniture placement deserves strategic thought. Float seating clusters away from exterior walls during winter to avoid drafts, then pivot them closer in summer when the stone pleasantly cools. Modular sofas with easy move sections make seasonal rearrangements painless. Choosing pieces on raised legs maintains airflow, visually lightening heavy architecture, and preventing mildew where furniture meets stone, while stone-top side tables echo the building's geological roots. Space optimization in a structure defined by thick walls calls for built-in solutions. Recessed shelving carved directly into the masonry turns deep window reveals into miniature libraries, while alcove benches double as hidden storage for extra throws or gardening tools. Accent these niches with slim LED strips to highlight the craggy backdrop. Think of every indentation as an opportunity. Handcrafted wooden inserts soften hard surfaces and provide warm contrast that celebrates the stone's rugged texture. Lighting should mimic dappled woodland sun rather than spotlight museum drama. Aim for layered illumination. Low-profile LED strip lights tucked beneath stone ledges, copper wall sconces with frosted glass for ambient glow, and pendant fixtures hung with woven cord to introduce organic movement. Warm white bulbs in the 2,700 to 3,000 K range prevent the interior from feeling cavernous and flatter varied stone colors without bleaching them, while occasional beeswax candles add flickering charm on tranquil evenings. If your budget is tight, prioritize surfaces with maximum impact per dollar. A single statement wall of locally sourced fieldstone can replace costly full house cladding and still anchor the nature-first aesthetic. Pair it with economical lime plaster on remaining walls to echo stone's matte depth. Seal the focal wall with breathable mineral-based sealant instead of glossy varnish. That way, moisture exchange continues and the stone's life story remains visible, rich, and authentically imperfect. For small stone cottages, borrow tricks from boat design. Fold-down tables hinged from the wall, stacking stools, and banquette seating with lift-up lids multiply functionality without sacrificing charm. Opt for sliding barn doors crafted from reclaimed timber instead of swing doors, gaining usable floor area in tight hallways. Add a compact rolling ladder to reach loft storage, and suddenly every vertical inch earns its keep while the aesthetic remains cohesive and delightfully rustic. Nature-blended exteriors deserve equally thoughtful entryways. Replace conventional doormats with pebble mosaics set in permeable grout, allowing rainwater to drain and eliminating slippery puddles. Overhead, a canopy of intertwined willow branches treated with linseed oil filters sunlight and frames the threshold. Flank the door with planters made from repurposed stone offcuts, each overflowing with aromatic herbs. This living foyer sets expectations before guests even step inside, underscoring the home in nature philosophy.